Good morning. We are today at the Desford Library in Leicestershire. We are here because we're going to be talking about Adults and Communities Engagement Panel. This is the first of the 2024 conversations about conversations with. And I've got Jane Simpson. I'll let her to introduce herself and her role, and a resident, a local resident, Martyn, who is also part of this panel. But first of all, Jane, could you please tell us what is the Adults and Communities Engagement Panel and who forms part of that panel, please?
Yes, hi everybody. I'm Jane Simpson. I work in the strategy and planning team in the Adults and Communities Department, and a large part of my role is to support the Adults and Communities Engagement Panel. So the panel is made up of volunteer members who draw on adult social care services, so who have lived experience of using the services that we provide, people who care for somebody that does, and those that just have a vested interest in helping us to improve those services. And here with me today is Martyn, who is a member of the engagement panel. So introduce yourself, Martyn. And
Yes, good morning. My name is Martyn Colbourn, and I've just been taken over the co-chair role within the council of the panel. Thank you.
Okay. Martyn, and I guess for both, I will ask first Jane, and then I will ask you, how do you feel about that and what do you think was achieved? So, first, Jane, what type of things do you discuss at these panels? What are the main topics and issues that are discussed, please?
Right, there's various things that we discuss, but one of the main roles of the panel is to support our officers, so our staff within the council, to better engage with our residents. So they may be undertaking a specific piece of work that needs the views and opinions of the local residents. So they will come to the panel with their plans on how they intend to do that. And the panel will offer some critique on those plans.
Okay. Martyn, with that in mind, that it seemed to represent a change in how the councils work and engaging more with communities. But from your point of view, since you're here, that would be great to know your view on what does it mean, or what did that mean in real terms? What changes, what improves? How do you think affects residents? What is your view?
I think it's a fantastic thing. I think for people who use the services to be able to have a say and to have an involvement in not controlling, but being able to develop the services, I think that's a very, very good thing. Yeah. And I think the council is doing a really good job doing that.
Thank you very much. I understand, Martyn, you recently took on the role of co-chair.
Yes.
I'm going to ask you two questions. One is a little bit quasi-personal. The other one is, what do you think that means? Why do you do it?
What do I think it means? At this moment in time, I'm not quite sure what it means. I think it means having a say, being able to develop what is being said and how it's being said within the group, and to put things forward. And if I can do that, that's what I can do.
Thank you. Jane, we did talk in the past about the role of, and partly you implied that, the change from the council's point of view on how we do services. And one term that we have used often is the term of coproduction. What does it mean in real terms, coproduction? If residents are listening to this, it's, oh, we heard that. But what does it mean? And in practical terms, how does that help communities and residents like Martyn?
Well, co-production is where we actually develop something together. So it's not a them and us situation. We're all there as equal partners. And it's often been shown that the best people to help develop services are the people that are actually using them, because then they've had that experience and they can bring that experience, and they are experts because of that. So when we do co-production, we start with what we would say a blank page.
Okay, thank you very much. So, my last question is about the future. So, I guess the future, again, in two different directions. What is the future for us as an authority in terms of the panel, but also the relationship with the residents and people who work with us in delivering these services? And also the same question for you. What would that mean for you, particularly now with the new role of co-chair? But let's start with you first. From our point of view as an authority, how is the future looking? What are we looking ahead to do?
Well, we're looking to improve our co-production and to increase that area of work as well. So in terms that will help us to improve the information that we provide to people and alongside the services that we deliver.
The point I think that we know as an authority is that there is change, there's a swap from a position of perhaps complete power in terms of what we think is important to understanding that it's only important if we get residents engaged and participate and involved in that. So it would be the same question for you, Martyn. What does the future hold for the panel? And you as a co-chair, what would you like to see now happen in the next, let's make it limited, the next year?
I think things are happening now. It's not what we need to happen, it's what is happening. And I think to have a voice, to be able to put our voice forward, and for the council to sit there and listen and take heed of what's being said is a fantastic thing. And to see that develop and to go forward will be very, very good.
Thank you. Thank you very much to both of you. Finally, if people want to get in touch with us and they want to form part of that panel, they want to learn a little bit more, do we have any ways to contact, any website or contact number?
Yes, there's a wealth of information on the community's website, which is www.Leicestershire Communities. They can ring me. My contact number is 0116 305 4886, or they can email us at the ancstrategy.les.gov.uk.
Thank you. Thank you very much, both. It's quite informative. Thanks.